Hey everyone, Nick here looking at Tesla, and I think I'm going to do Lucid because it's about the same comment. The goal of this video is not to give a recommendation as to how to what kind of trade to do. I'm just commenting on the price action. Maybe it can help somebody tomorrow manage their active trading around it. Nothing in here is about investing in the stock or the company profile in the long term. This is just the price action, how I think should unfold, and what to look for. And it's almost like an identical comment. You'll see in the end. Before I forget, if you don't subscribe to this channel, it's still free. Give it a subscribe and hit the bell for the alerts. And I encourage you to give me your opinion on the video. You like it, you hate it. Is there a hate button? We need a hate button. Okay. Or dislike. I guess there is a dislike. Anyway, the comments, let's keep it clean. I want to debate the other side of my opinions, that's for sure. I do say some stuff that may sound wrong to somebody else. Tell me about it. Okay, one thing I would not have done today, this is today, it opened down big time. Some headline out there, I'm sure. I don't listen to news, you can dig it up. And then it bounced. Oh, and by the way, I don't have a trade on it, nor do I know, I do know one person who was short. I don't know if they're still short, but that spurred me to look into it. So on the dip, I would not have shorted, because if all I needed to do is expand the time frame to a day, and this was proven buyer's spot here, and both times it was a big bounce. So next time it came into it, I would assume, until proven wrong, that the same thing will happen. Buyers will show up. I'm not saying this will happen. I'm just saying that buyers will show up in this zone, So I wouldn't short against the buyers because they've showed up twice. So the smart thing to do is to see them fail, then short. So that is the to-do for tomorrow for somebody that wanted to short it today or tried and failed. So what I would look for, go to 30 minutes. Okay, that works. So what I want to look for is trend. So the message is the same for this and Lucid. So today they opened down, they closed off the low. This one fared better than the other one, but the same concept. So if I was looking to, quote, short it, by the way, nobody should short these stocks naked. Nobody should sell a call naked. Nobody should, my opinion. My friends are not allowed to do that. To, quote, short it, it's easy to do it through options by buying a put spread. That's the mildest version. Buying a put is somewhat aggressive, especially when the VIX is so high. Everything is expensive. But when you buy a spread, you're buying something expensive, you're selling something expensive. They kind of cancel each other out. But anyway, so look what happens on the pop. So tomorrow, if Tesla opens up, it's going to find sellers throughout here. And the sellers are going to be stronger the closer you get to 1080, 1078, something like that. So what the bears of Tesla want to look for is what happens there on the pops. How do the machines handle it? So 1040, there should be sellers, and they increase in intensity here at 1060 and more so around 1080, 1078 to 1082. So what happens on the pop? And then if it fades, will they come back and retest the floor of today? So if I wanted to, quote, short it, two ways. I wait for the retest and fail of today's low, which is going to be a long time, maybe. Or I short into the resistance. So then I would have either a trigger down here or a thesis that it's running into support, into resistance, and it's going to fail. And then the bears are going to take it down, walk it down all day into a descending trend like this. So what they probably would want to do, the sellers, is make sure that when it comes up, they want to build this, sell the pops to come back and retest this. And then so look out for the retest of this. And if it fails, now you have a shortable trade, not investment or anything, just trade. So conversely, what the bulls want to do, they want to do the opposite. So I said build a descending trend. That's what the bears were trying to do. Well, the bulls want to build an ascending trend. Something like this, which means that, okay, sellers are fine. When you come down, you make progress against those sellers, and then you start tackling all these failure areas one at a time. So who's going to win? And are they going to build an ascending trend so they can tackle each failure, each line of resistance, like this zone is pretty significant. Will they come to it here? and pop, or will they get to here and drop? So it's the battle of the trend lines. Who's going to build a trend behavior? And that's what the bots will look for tomorrow. Almost exactly the same comments for Lucid. Notice I didn't take sides. Look, it's the same chart looking thing. So I didn't take sides because I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. That's the point. So if I don't know, I should look for clues. And I just gave you the clues. So pretty solid bottom. So you want to see if the Lucid bears are going to be able to build a descending trend. So let me go to 60. Is this 60? Okay. And okay. So you can see here there's an ascending trend. So the bulls are in charge. And then they go sideways, consolidating. They're fighting for control. Nobody's in charge. And now what you want to look for, are they building a descending trend to tackle this? And if they lose this, then same thing. They go down lower. They should have volume support from this volume profile here, the orange line. I didn't draw it. That's automatically drawn. And they will have an attempt to, there will be sellers in here. There's level sellers that are going to show up, and some harder levels than others. Like this one sticks out, 49 and change. Just round it to 50. It sticks out. And you know what else sticks out? Why it sticks out is 48 back here. You can see it. Okay, so the same comment for tomorrow. I have to look for trend. Are they building an ascending trend, like improving pattern, or a descending trend where they're going to sell the pops? I wanted to share a reminder as to one candle that comes into play that is kind of significant here. Way back here. So February 23rd, this is an incredible doji like you rarely see. The high is like whatever, 44 almost. The low is 30, and then right in the middle. So the reason why you don't see a body to it, because they opened here, they loved it at one point during the day, they hated it at one point during the day, and they came back and they closed it exactly where it was. And then they spent months and months and months and months before they came back. When they came back to it, they fought over it, they popped, came back, and then took it out. So this is an area of contention. And if you draw a box around this one candle, you get a nice playground, which is somewhere around here, from 30 to, what did I say, 44? So they both love it there, bulls and bears, so it's going to be active. That's the side note, something to pay attention to.